Hello, welcome to my psychic tarot reading on Donald Trump for December 2019. Thank you for listening and watching. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, comment and share. Hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you get notification every time I go live and upload a brand new video. And also, if you would want a personal reading from me, check out my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com, to purchase a reading from me. I do psychic tarot readings like this. I also do astrology, birth chart, and natal chart readings as well. So if you would be interested in that, check out my website. I do have specials currently. You can check out that at lamarrtownsendtarot.com/specials. I have a special for the new year 2020. Who's excited for 2020? You get one candle, you get a birth chart reading recorded, and you also get a psychic tarot reading recorded, both of 30 minutes for $100. I also have another special at $55 for a 20-minute psychic tarot reading and a 20-minute birth chart reading. All right, so check those out. Thank you for listening and watching. Make sure you also check out my social media. My Instagram is Lamarr Townsend Tarot. My Facebook is Lamarr Townsend Tarot. And check out my singles on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Unblock Me, Forbidden Fruit, and also check out my book on Amazon for download, Zodiac Sign Sex Language, which talks about all the zodiac signs and how each of the zodiac signs sexually expresses themselves. What is the zodiac signs and their sex language? Each zodiac sign has a sex language. So if you want to know about your sex language or someone else's sex language, check out my book on Amazon, Zodiac Signs Sex Language. So this is for Donald Trump for the month of December 2019. I'm going to cleanse the cards with a cinnamon stick. For those of you that don't know, you can use cinnamon as a smudge stick. So you can go to your grocer and get these. They're really cheap. Thank you for cleansing and clearing the energy of this deck from any past reading. In Jesus' name I pray and thank you. Amen, amen, and amen. And they can be used as a smudge stick. They also promote positivity, abundance, and protection. So I'm going to get right into the reading for Donald Trump for December 2019. What's in store for Donald Trump for December 2019? So he's worried about a woman. I'm wondering what Nancy Pelosi's zodiac sign is. If she's an air sign, there's a woman coming after him, trying to ruin his foundation of feeling secure and safe in the White House. And I'm feeling like this is Nancy Pelosi. It could be someone else as well. You're gonna have to let me know if Nancy's a air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. In terms of his image, Donald, he's really low key. He's keeping it quiet. He's trying to more so operate, I feel like, from an emotional space rather than a logical space, I feel. And when I say logical, I mean just more so operating from his brain, all right? But I feel like Donald's more so trying to come across as sincere, all right? Which is contradicting this woman who's trying to not necessarily ruin his image, but I feel like shake him up a bit. Donald Trump, I'm wondering if he is suffering from like mental health issues. This sometimes can be like worry, stress, mental health card for me. Be Six of Swords. Um, but I feel like he may be suffering from like mental health issues. I feel like he has to take some sort of medicine. I feel like he maybe like his health is declining. I feel like his health is declining. I don't know if it's his physical health or if it's his mental health or both. But I feel like his health is kind of declining. Certain things he actually like can't make decisions. Like he has to have other people come in and either help him make these decisions or make decisions for him, I feel. But once again, Donald is the type of guy that doesn't want to be seen as weak, doesn't want to be seen as disabled, all right? So this is part of why he's really quiet and why he's wanting to come across as more sincere. I wouldn't be surprised if someone's tweeting for him or, use like typing for him on his social media and representing him at this time, because I feel like either he's suffering from stress or mental health issues. And whereas maybe a couple years ago he was on it, oh, I'm gonna pass this bill, I'm gonna do this, and then later on I'm gonna tweet, tweet, and I'm gonna do this and that, and I have this and that to do. Like that was Donald, but now it's like he's not as on it as he used to be. He's not as good at multitasking. There is an energy here once again where Donald is wanting to work on his relationship with Melania and his family. And I've said this multiple times in all his readings that I've done. I don't know how many readings I've done on Donald at this point. But, excuse me. Allergies. The Nine of Cups is, I don't feel like he has the support he wants or needs from his family. From his children, grandchildren, but also from Melania. And I feel like Donald wants to have the perception, for the public when it comes to him and Melania, that they're great, they're good, they're the perfect couple. I don't think that's true, though. I think, what I'm picking up, and I could be crazy. I think Melania's found someone else. I think I've said this in her reading. I did a reading on Melania. I think Melania's found someone else, and I think Donald is trying to get her back. Is trying to get her to focus on him and focus on his presidency, but I feel like Melania really wants to just go live her own life. And I feel like the children too, like everyone except Donald just wants to live a normal life again. I think his family's really sick of the presidency of Donald Trump. But I feel like Donald, once again, he wants to have the perception that he's good, he's balanced, he's got it together. I don't think that's necessarily true, though. I think Donald's really going through it behind the scenes. And I think I predicted this, too, that I think it's been going downhill for Donald since September. And he's, in over his head. He's buried underneath, stress and pressure from the house and his team, the cabinet, just pressure, stress, from everywhere. It's not doing the best thing for his health. And at the same time, it's no one really understands. He's looking at it no one really understands what it's like to be me. It's almost like Donald is regretting some of the stuff he's done during his presidency. But Donald's the type of guy where he would never let you know, I'm regretting this. I'm regretting what I've said. I'm regretting what I've done. But I think Donald's actually regretting becoming president, period. I think he's actually glad that this is coming to a close, is coming to an end. We are in 2020, I believe, coming upon a new election. And while he's excited for it to be over, he also, once again, doesn't want to leave on a note in which he looks bad. Alright? So it's with Donald, he's I want to leave, but I don't want to leave just for the sake of my own image. Donald's the type of person where he's I want to leave, but I want to leave on top. Right now, he's not on top. So I think, he's gonna really overhaul from now until the next presidential debate or whatever to clean up his image. I feel like he's gonna focus on cleaning up his image. But it's interesting. I think we're gonna see Donald go to places by himself more. I don't think Melania. I think they actually have a contract where Melania had to or was forced to show up to places with him. I actually think Melania is very defiant, with the White House, very defiant with the presidency, very defiant with Donald. Once again, I feel that Melania may have found someone else. This guy feels younger than Donald, definitely more in shape, and actually may have like been met Donald before. Like he may have been introduced to Donald before. I feel, but Melania has eyes for someone else. I feel this man has eyes for her too. And I feel like we're going to see Donald show up to events, show up to debates or whatever by himself more. Of course, he's going to want to detract from that, distract the public from the fact that he's alone and Melania's not there, his family's not there or whatever. But it's like very much smoke and mirrors with that. And it's just like Donald's looking at it like, what did I get myself into with this? A lot of things in his life have been put on hold because of this presidency. I get the sense that Donald really was hoping to use the presidency to his benefit, so that when he got out, it's like, oh, I'm gonna get this and that endorsement. Once I leave the presidency, it's almost like he went into it like preparing to leave, like preparing for his exit. Like, I'm going into this with the hopes that when I leave, that I'm promised this, I'm promised that, But none of that worked out to his advantage. None of it worked out the way he wanted it to. So it's like there's something about the presidency that's like safe for Donald, but it's not safe at the same time because once again, he doesn't know what lies ahead. So it's like I'd rather stay here where I am because I don't know what lies ahead when I leave. I thought I knew. I went into this thinking I knew what was gonna lie ahead when I leave. I went into this, with a plan, but I fumbled it. Like this is what I'm seeing Donald like. This is how I'm seeing Donald thinking, or specifically thinking when he's alone. He's not the type of person that would tell these types of things to people. The only person he would tell this to is his therapist, if he has a therapist. Like, that's what I'm seeing. He's the guy that always likes to look like he's got it together. But he's afraid of leaving because he does not know what lies ahead in terms of his presidency. The month of December is a confusing time for Donald because he's not going to get a lot of leeway with certain things. Like I said, a lot of things are going to be put on hold for him. And a lot of people are also like turning their backs on him. Whereas once again in the past, he could reach out to someone and get a call back like within a day or two. Like now it's like he has to wait like a week, a month. Or they never got back to us. Like that's what I'm seeing for Donald. Like things are just kind of stalling. Some things are falling apart for him. It's interesting because I see a young woman also coming forward. This young woman may come forward in December with information about Donald. What's funny? I'm wondering if this is one of his children. I'm wondering if this is like Tiffany. Like, I feel like one of his children could eclipse Donald. Or I'm wondering if one of his children become defiant and start speaking out against Donald. Doing things that are like defiant. Like a lot of people, Donald's finding that a lot of people are defiant with him. His children, especially, like his family, especially, like they're becoming defiant. They're talking to him in the old kind of way, and I see Donald being like, "You don't talk to me like that. I'm your father." Like very much like things are like just kind of turning for the worse for Donald. But I see a young woman coming forward and just shaking him up a bit too. I do think I see a lot of betrayal around Donald as well. Secrets coming out. All right. Um, People who once maybe hung out with Donald or were close to Donald coming out, going to blogs or doing interviews, writing books. Like, there's a lot of things and leaks coming out that he can't control. Like at once he could control it, he can't control it anymore. But it's interesting. I think this is karma. Like, Donald has backstabbed a lot of people, in his reign of being presidency. So this, I feel like, someone's going to, and this could be more than one person's going to like, and this is someone or people that he once revered as close to him. I feel like they're going to turn their backs on him. All right. And there's going to be someone that really shocks him. Like, I can't believe you did that. I thought we were close. I thought we had an agreement. I thought. And I think one of Donald's biggest fear is losing money. Also, his biggest fear is, like, he doesn't want the public to find out about Melania and whoever it is she's dating. Whoever it is she's, like, currently entertaining. They don't want her to find out. He doesn't want the public to find out about Melania and his relationship, the truth of his relationship with Melania. Okay? I think Melania is dating someone else. I think Melania has someone else on the side. And I'm going to stick to that. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll take it. It may never be revealed because Donald is just that type of person. But I think it's actually a really big ego hit. The fact that Melania is no longer interested in him or attracted to him. It's just a business for Melania. It's just, we have children together. We had history together. But I feel like Melania, there's certain things that, in the past Melania could ignore with Donald. But now that he's president, he's just like, his ignorance has been blasted all for everyone to see. Karma. I think a lot of it has to do with the woman coming forward as well. A lot of women have come forward about their interactions with Donald. I think even women behind the scenes that we have yet to hear about. I think Donald actually hushes a lot of people. Alright, stops people from talking. But I think moving forward, I don't know if he's going to be able to stop it so readily as he once was. Like I said, things are starting to stall for Donald. Things are starting to just not go the way he would want to hope. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a few cards from this deck. My Archangel Tarot card deck. And I just want to kind of top off the reading. I think I'll pull a 4-card spread so that we can see from this deck, his image all the way into his family. Okay? His family sector. Okay. Just get one good shuffle there. I hate when I mess it up. I'm OCD. Okay. Four of Ariel. Well, remember I was saying, like, he wants to leave, but he doesn't want to leave. Look at the guy, facing away from the house behind him, which, metaphorically I see as the White House. Alright, it's interesting. I don't think Donald has ever felt welcome in the White House. I think even the spirits in the White House are like, nah, they want him out, So I think there's something with Donald where it's like he wants to leave, he doesn't want to leave, but when Donald leaves, he wants to leave on top. That's his thing. He just wants to leave on top. Especially with all that he's going through and gone through, what we've talked about in this reading so far. He wants to leave on top. Because once he leaves, oh man, you thought, the drama was, bad while he was president. When he leaves, oh gosh, the truth shall really be revealed. But I feel like there's something with Donald where he wants to leave, making sure that, you know, whatever happens, I'm going to be okay. Whether or not that will, you know, be something that manifests is to be, you know, determined in the future. All right. But I think, once again, there's something about Donald where he is so glad that his presidency is coming to an end. But at the same time, it's not all roses and gummy drops. Alright? Whether he were to leave or stay. I think he's going to run again. But I don't think he's running because he wants to actually be president. I think if he runs again, he's running because he wants to clean up his image. He wants to leave on top. He has a big ego. It's his ego. He operates from his ego. But I think he's going to do certain things. He's going to pass certain bills to win the favor of the public. Once again, he's going to pass certain bills, you know, to make sure that he leaves some sort of legacy behind. You know, well, Donald Trump passed this and that law. You know, he may have not been, you know, the best president in certain ways. He may have done this and that, you know, depending on your, you know, whose opinion. But at least he did that. Like, he wants to leave on top. That's his biggest thing. But man, his family sector, he feels so alone. He feels so misunderstood. He feels in certain ways so disrespected. And it's like, he feels like there's nothing he can do about it. Alright? It actually makes him really sad. Alright? Makes him really, really sad, his family. So, alright, Donald. I hope you have a Merry Christmas. Thank you for listening and watching. Happy holidays. And remember, if you want a personal reading from me, check out my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. God bless and no stress. And you have a great month. Remember, if you want a reading, I am available. Alright? You can also call me or text me at 703-791-9162. I'm on Eastern Standard Time. You have a great month, Donald. And you enjoy your month as well, Donald. As best as you can, okay? Love and light.